Yo, what's up guys? Slap here, back with another video. Today I'm going to be doing a Minecraft structures tier list. So, let's just hop right into it. I know this is like, different stuff than usual, but still, it's gonna be fine. Anyways, let's start off. The abandoned mine shafts, they're okay. I mean, sometimes you can find diamonds in chests. Sometimes you can find like enchanted books in chests. But other than that, they're just okay. Um, Piglin Bastions. Piglin Bastions are good. Now, Piglin Bastions, you can find so much gold. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of gold. Gold, it's just insane. You can trade with Piglins, you can get Ender Pearls and stuff. Great for speedrunners. Other than that, well, yeah, great for speedrunners, great for survival players. Just a great structure in general. Desert Temples. Desert Temples are good, but they're better than they're better than bastions. Desert temples are very common in the desert. I mean, they're not common, but they're not common, but you'll probably find one if you go in the desert long enough. Sometimes you can you can find diamonds or even enchanted golden apples, which are insane. But other than that, desert temples are between good and bad because depending on the loot inside of it. But let's just put it in good because well, it can be between goat and bad, in terms of loot. But well, other than that, let's just put it at good. Yeah. Next up, desert well, goat, obviously. Nah, okay. Let's just put it at worst. Desert wells should be a goat, but in all seriousness, they're the worst structure in Minecraft. Should they even be considered a structure? It's water in the desert. You won't find water anywhere else. So, yeah, but other than that, desert wells suck. Anyways, dungeons. Dungeons are meh. You can find good stuff in there, like, sometimes you can find enchanted golden apples, but they're just meh. You can make mob farms with it, but, unless you're in for a long-term survival experience, they're not really that interesting. Now, end cities. End cities are great. The loot inside of end cities is amazing. Enchanted diamond stuff, amazing. Enchanted iron stuff, good. Beetroot seeds, whatever. You can find diamonds in there. You can find so much great stuff in there. It's insane. Shulker boxes are good too. You have to kill a shulker, and shulkers are annoying, but still, the reward at the end is amazing. Next up, we got the end ship. The end ship is better in a way. 2 chests, you can find loot as well. There are shulkers on it too. There's a whole, there's elytra, for crying out loud. Elytras! You can fly! What's not to love about this? The only problem about these two is they're rare. They're very rare. But, the dragon head is also good. Okay, fossils. Fossils suck. Fossils suck. Fossils suck! I've never found a good seed with fossils. I found one time, the only time I found fossils was when it was in the desert temple. It was in the desert temple. And it destroyed one of my chests. Bruh. I was screaming because fossils are mad rare, but it broke one of my chests. And my TNT. One of my TNT. But other than that, fossils just suck. It's bone blocks, and bone blocks are good, but nether fossils are much more common. You can find stuff from there. Fossils, fossils, let's just say good things about fossils, okay? Fossils give you bones. Fossils give you coal. Fossils are a good thing to find. They're a cool thing to find because they're rare. Fossils can generate in only swamps or deserts, and if you find them, then cool, you found them. You can, I don't know, you can live in a fossil. I don't know if you want to. Fossils tell a story. I've seen videos on, the fossil lore or whatever. I don't know. But other than that, fossils just kind of suck. Anyways, next up, Igloo. Igloo. It's okay. It's behind Mineshaft because some igloos just suck. Actually, no, they go in meh. Igloos kind of suck if they don't have a basement. If they have a basement, then they're okay. They have a bed, a crafting table, a furnace, stuff like that. But they spawn in the snowy tundra and stuff like that. You can find a lot of them. But just igloos just okay. sometimes, and when they're not, they're bad. It's a free brewing stand, a potion, and stuff like that. You can cure villagers in there, but other than that, it kind of sucks. Anyways, Jungle Temple. Jungle Temple goes in okay. Depending on the loot inside of it, it's okay. You can find good stuff like diamonds in it, but it's not as good as the Desert Temple, and they're rare. They're rarer than Desert Temples because deserts are more common than jungles, obviously. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Oh, well, okay, sorry. The mine shaft, that's a mesa mine shaft. There's no difference about it except they're on surfaces. These are better than these ones. Let's just say everything I said about that mine shaft counts for this mine shaft. Nether fortresses. Great. They're the only reason you get to see these. They're the only reason you can get to these. Unless you have that really cool seed with like unless you have that really cool seed with all 12 Eyes of Ender, then you can't get to the end without this. Nether fortresses are amazing. Wither skeletons and blazes. They're basically the key. They're the key to unlocking the wither fight and the end fight. They're kind of insane. Next up, rune portals. I see two rune portals, but these go in meh. I mean, sometimes you can find really good stuff in them. They're just meh. Ocean monuments, they're just meh. They're meh. Ocean monuments, they don't really do anything except 8 gold blocks and sponges. Sponges are good. If you want to, people drain ocean monuments. Ocean monuments are pretty. The only way to get prismarine, unless I don't know, maybe ocean ruins or whatever. And the Elder Yarn fight is pretty cool. You get a few achievements, I think. Yeah. Rune portals, they're meh. But this rune portal is the Overworld rune portal, and this one is the Nether one. The Overworld one is better because they're more common. But I mean, the Nether one, you could, if you're lost, if you find a lot of these, you could build another portal. But you could also find good stuff in there, like, for example, enchanted golden apples and stuff like that. Anyways, pillager outposts go in bad. I mean, they're just... What's to say about them, really? I mean, they spawn pillagers. They're a great challenge, and you can kill a pillager to get the raid in it, I guess. But other than that, the loot kind of sucks. They're just crossbows and stuff in the chest up top there. But just they're not good. Pillager outposts aren't good. Next up, we got villages. Villages are good. Some villages are better than others. Like ones with the blacksmiths are obviously good. But yeah, other than that, they kind of suck. I mean, no, they don't suck, of course. But other than that, I mean, they're okay. They're between good and okay because you can get villagers from there, of course. And there's an iron farm, and they're great for speedrunners. But other than that, I mean, villages are just okay, but they're good at the same time. What am I saying? Shipwrecks, bad. Shipwrecks are better than pillager outposts, but they're bad because some shipwrecks, you know what they do? Some shipwrecks get you some buried treasure maps, but buried treasures are kind of hard to find, if you know what I'm talking about. But other than that, shipwrecks, I mean, they can get you diamonds, they can get you bamboo if you're not near a jungle, but just shipwrecks are just bad. I mean, I don't know. You have to go in the underwater, and they're really tedious to loot. Strongholds, they're the GOAT. Probably the best structure in the game. Libraries, and the only reason you can get to these is because of that, and that. It's the only reason speedrunners achieve their world record. It's the only reason for the end fight. The strongholds are amazing. The libraries, if you don't want to fight the Ender Dragon, you can get the library, and the library has very good loot. And bookshelves if you want to enchant. You can also find chests in there and stuff like that. Amazing. The problem is they're kind of hard to find. Anyways, Witch's Hut. Witch's Huts are really bad. They're the worst. I don't know. They spawn a witch and a black cat, that's it. And a flower pot with a mushroom, and they spawn in swamps, so they're very hard to find. I don't know why would you ever find one. I mean, you could make a witch farm, but I don't know how you make a witch farm. Why would you make a witch farm? Yeah. Anyways, ocean ruins. I mean, there's 2 ocean ruins here. Bad. I mean, I don't know. They're just not the best. they're like shipwrecks, except they have only one chest and they spawn drowns. Like, bruh, I mean, it could be part of Minecraft lore like fossils, but I mean, why would you want to go out of your way to try to loot one of these? I mean, sometimes I would loot them, but I don't know why you would try to go around trying to loot all of them. I mean, they could get you buried treasure maps, but I mean, it's just kind of a waste of time, in my opinion. Ocean ruins are just bad. Woodland Mansions. Woodland Mansions are going the okay category, but they're on the top of the okay category. My Woodland Mansions are very rare. Sometimes I would stumble upon them by accident. One time I stumbled upon one by accident. I thought a hacker was in my world. Anyways, they spawn evokers and vindicators and stuff like that. Vindicators are really hard to deal with because they deal so much damage and they're very fast. They're sort of like a different player if you think about it. But if you have really good stuff, you can counter them. You can definitely kill them. Yeah. Totems of Undying obviously are amazing. You could get it in a raid though. Let's just say Woodland Mansions are okay. Anyways, that is it for today, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.